Belly fat is the one thing most of us wish we could snap our fingers and get rid of right. It doesn't just make us feel less confident in our favorite outfits, it's also one of the hardest areas to slim down. But don't worry, as once you know the science behind how fat burning works, it will be a lot easier for you to take the right steps. This video will clear your confusion, and I'll tell you all the do's and don'ts so that you can lose belly fat extremely fast. Confusion about different diets. First of all, we need to understand what needs to be done. If you've ever Googled best diet for losing belly fat, you know how overwhelming it can get. Keto, paleo, intermittent fasting, low carb, high protein, vegan, etc. People need to know that there is no one-size-fits-all approach and that different diets work differently for people based on their body types, metabolism, and lifestyle. Another reason for the confusion is marketing hype. Many fad diets promise quick fixes but ignore long-term sustainability. Add in fitness influencers promoting different plans, and it's no wonder people feel lost. So the truth for losing that stubborn belly fat lies not in any form of extremes, but in balance. The main question that every person looking to lose tummy fat is, why isn't the body burning this for energy needs? Technically, the reason might be because your body isn't in an optimal fat-burning state, which means that you are on a calorie surplus diet. You see, if you're consuming more calories than you burn, even healthy foods can lead to weight gain. Because when there is a surplus, it gets stored as fat in adipose tissue or fat cells. And a major place for that is around the belly region. Your body doesn't burn fat right away because it has other energy sources to use first, like dietary carbs and sugars. Only when these are depleted does your body start tapping into stored fat. This means if you're eating frequently or consuming more calories than you burn, your body may never get the chance to reach its fat stores. To create a scenario where the body has to use that body fat, you need to create a need for energy. How do we do that? To make your body burn stored fat, you need to create an energy demand. This starts with understanding your basal metabolic rate, or BMR, which is the amount of energy your body needs to maintain basic life functions, like breathing and circulation. BMR is influenced by hormones like insulin and human growth hormone, and stable insulin levels. And higher HGH can promote fat usage. Other than that, adding light movements such as walking or household chores increases energy expenditure. And for some extra movement, you perform some kind of exercise like cardio or strength training. Combining these approaches ensures your body needs more energy than it gets from food, forcing it to dip into stored fat for fuel. Control appetite. When some people exercise, they end up eating more. This cancels out all the effort you've just put in. It's super important to control that appetite spike. One big reason for increased hunger is high insulin levels. If insulin stays elevated, your body can't burn fat effectively. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance, where your cells stop responding to insulin properly. This blocks fat burning and makes you feel hungry even when you don't need the extra energy. Another major factor is stress. When we feel stressed, our body produces cortisol, which can increase cravings for high-carb, sugary comfort foods. So we need to find ways to manage stress, like practicing mindfulness, getting better sleep, or even taking short walks. Many people have trained their bodies to receive a good amount of carbohydrates every now and then. It means that your body will never come around to burning that stored fat because it has that ready-to-use carbs available all the time. Your body burns fuel in a set order. First, it uses the fats you just ate. Then it burns stored carbs, which is the glycogen for quick energy. After that, it might use any extra dietary fat. And only when all that's used up does it finally start burning your stored body fat. While it's not always the pattern 100% of the time, it's basically the body's priority, and it tends to usually follow it. Okay, now that we know how and why fat burns or doesn't, let's have a look at what should be our action plan for getting rid of all that extra fat. Action plan: cut sugar. That's right, folks. I know we see sugar just about everywhere today, and it's so hard to stop your craving for it. But it's true that sugar isn't that good for you. It's addictive and one of the biggest roadblocks to losing belly fat. Being 100% carbohydrate, sugar quickly spikes your blood sugar, leading to fat storage instead of fat burning. Over time, excess sugar clogs your liver with fat deposits, making it harder for your body to function properly and burn fat effectively. Start by eliminating sugary drinks, candies, and processed foods. Swap them with natural sweeteners like stevia or whole fruits in moderation. You might not like the taste at first, but slowly you'll get used to it. Reduce carbs. Carbohydrates are another addiction, especially refined ones like cereal, white bread, white rice, and white flour. Why? Because they don't keep you full for long. Carbs also spike insulin levels, which prevents your body from burning fat. To tackle this, aim to eat fewer than 30 grams of net carbs daily. Focus on nutrient-rich, low-carb foods like leafy greens, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Exercise and meditate. Aerobic exercises like walking, cycling, or swimming should make up 90% of your routine. They increase energy needs without spiking your appetite. Even 30 minutes daily can burn calories and improve fat loss. And folks, try to lower your stress. High cortisol levels from stress signal your body to crave quick energy, like sugary or carb-heavy foods. This not only increases cravings, but also blocks fat burning. Meditation is a simple way to combat this. Just 10 minutes of mindfulness or deep breathing daily can lower cortisol, reduce cravings, and help your body stay in fat-burning mode. Together, exercise and meditation can work wonders. Protein intake. It's important to keep your protein intake well, but eating too much can backfire too. Excess protein is glucogenic, meaning it turns into glucose, which can spike insulin and block fat burning. Avoid lean meats because they don't keep you full, leading to overeating. Instead, choose fatty cuts like chicken wings or thighs in moderation. They're satisfying and help control appetite. Don't be afraid of saturated fat. It's stable, doesn't oxidize, and doesn't go rancid easily. The real issue isn't the fat itself, it's high insulin levels. Balance your protein intake, focus on quality fats, and avoid insulin spikes to maximize fat burning. Fasting. Fasting can be a game changer when it comes to burning fat. When you're not eating any carbs or fats, your body has no choice but to burn its own fat for energy. It's a great way to lower insulin levels, boost fat burning, and even increase HGH, which helps preserve muscle. But let's be honest, fasting isn't something you can do forever. At some point, you've got to eat. The trick is to find a balance. Cut back on carbs so your body starts using fat for energy. Intermittent fasting and OMAD, or one meal a day, are some popular options that let you eat during a set window, helping you stay on track with fat loss while still getting the fuel you need. Add good fat, ketosis. You must have heard of the term ketosis. It's a metabolic state where your body shifts from using carbs for energy to burning fat instead. When you reduce your carb intake, your body runs low on its primary energy source, which is glucose from carbs, and starts breaking down fat into ketones, which it uses for fuel. This process is key for fat burning, especially at the start of a fat loss journey. So your calorie intake in ketosis becomes something like this: less than 5% from carbs, 15 to 20% from protein, and the rest of the calories come from fat. Now, you need to be aware of a fine line where we know how much fat is too much. If you eat too much fat, the body will have no reason to burn the stored fat, which is our primary target here. So you should always get an expert opinion from a certified dietitian to plan a plan that's right for your body's needs. So remember, burning belly fat is all about consistency and balance. Stick to your plan, be patient, and trust the process. You've got this. If you found the video helpful, please press the like button and subscribe for more interesting videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in another video.